Did the Segway GT2 break a doctor's arm? Well, we'll find out. Good morning, everyone. So, yeah, I'm in a cast. And I bet you're wondering why. Oh. Okay, so here's the deal. I was previously the owner of a beautiful Segway G30 LP, but unfortunately, because of the lack of suspension, I ran over a not that large curb, like a somewhat large, like let's say like 2 inches. Okay, that's pretty big for a Segway G30 LP. Oh, windy today, but I thought it would have been okay, but it wasn't. And so, oh my goodness, it's a war zone out here, y'all. Okay, long story short, I was being an idiot. I went over a slightly too large bump, not intentionally, and the G30 LP stopped moving, but I continued moving, which was not good. So luckily, I think I took the fall like really well. I kind of tucked and rolled into it unintentionally, but that's kind of how it played out. But I had something that I guarantee you the majority of you have or will experience. In medicine, it's called a Foosh. I kind of like that. I don't like them, but I like that. And so a Foosh is a falling on outstretched hand. And yeah, so that's what I'd done. I'd inadvertently fallen on my outstretched hand, and I ended up tearing something that you're very likely to tear if you do a Foosh when you're a little older. And so that thing is called the Fibrocartilage complex. I didn't know what that was until I tore it. I don't think any of the doctors I know what that is unless they're in hand or ortho. Yeah, and apparently there's 12 different ligaments in there, and I have high-grade tears in 3 of them. Hey. The funny thing is that I was kind of, minding my own business after the accident. Like, yeah, I was a little sore, but like, I was still going to the gym. I'd hit a bench press PR. For those of you that are wondering, I hit 295. Your boy's on his way to 315. But yeah, so literally the day before the cast, I was heavy benching, and I didn't know any better. The only thing that was kind of tipping me off that something was wrong is that I couldn't put my wrist into push-up position. So like I couldn't kind of, do a 90-degree bend to the wrist, and I couldn't do bicep curls. Anything that put the weight instead of like straight down on the wrist, instead of that going perpendicular, that was the problem. We are trying to heal it. If you think that you have a TFCC tear, what you're supposed to do is immobilize it. It's not really typical that you're supposed to immobilize a joint. Oh, thank you. Usually you're supposed to keep your ligaments working. But for this one, they wanted you to immobilize it. Yeah. So I'll be in this thing for about a month. But on the bright side, how many SuperScooters are there that you know of that you can ride it like this with 2 fingers and like have a reasonable amount of control? I don't think the answer is very many. Although, yeah, I'm trying to take it easy. But obviously, if I had a brain, I wouldn't be on this thing at all right now. Hit the like button if you want to see me break the other arm. But it's been fun in some ways. I've been learning how to use my left hand. No, not for that. Okay, maybe for that. But I learned how to use chopsticks with my left hand. That was hard, but fun. I'm eating with my left hand a lot now. The only thing I can't really do with it right now is right. But I don't know. I had chicken scratch handwriting before, chicken scratch handwriting now. It's whatever. Not a big deal. I really hope the audio quality didn't drop because I'm having a hard time putting on my full face helmet with this cast on, so I ended up just putting on like a regular bucket. And that's partially why I'm going so damn slow, because I have none of my gear on. I am a little baby, exposed and naked to the world. One of y'all was telling me how if I'm unable to correctly grab the throttle and stop kind of flicking it like this, that I should stop wearing gloves. Well, there you go. I guess I'm not wearing gloves anymore, and the clicking is gone. But I have a question for you. When did your scooter become more important than your hands? I mean, like, yeah, it's an expensive scooter, but like, let me tell you this. My healthcare costs have been rather expensive too. And I don't know, like, there's a chance it may never be exactly the same again. I think ligaments, when they tear, they're usually never back to full strength. They don't get very much blood circulation, so their healing ability is highly compromised. So, I don't know. To you, sir, I recommend that you respect your body a little more than you respect your scooter. There's no reason why you can't do both, right? Alrighty. Have a good day, y'all.